I know some of you listening listen to Mel Robbins. I love her to death. She's amazing and she's all over the place. You've probably heard of her. So I was listening to a podcast the other day called How to Create the Life You Want. Lessons from the number one happiest researcher. This researcher's name is Dr. Judith Joseph. She's a medical doctor, a psychology major. But I actually learned some of this stuff. I took psychology class last year. And this biopsychosocial model is like the key to happiness. It's like such a cheat guide that I wanted to share this. So, what she talks about is what a biopsychosocial, I guess, what that term really means. Let me just break it down is like your physical health, and then your psycho would be like your mental health. Your social would be your environment or your neighborhood. So it's different aspects of your life, kind of like all put together. So your biopsychosocial would be like my biological, because my health was affected. So if one of these things are affected, basically it infers on your happiness, like it has an effect. So for me, my physical health was really poor last week or 2 weeks ago, for whatever. So that was having a huge effect on my happiness. And then if you're looking at your psychological, well, my mental health was poor because I was thinking about this illness and how I can fix it. And I was just not in a good place. My environment was fine, for the most part. I won't get into it, but most of it was fine. And then having my mom around was very helpful. So if you could look at your biological health, your psychological health, and your social environment, and to really just break down these things and see where in these areas am I unhappy, you can figure out how to change that and how to turn that switch and how to create a happier life. And I just thought that was such an astonishing thing to share because I learned about this in psychology and I don't hear it a lot. So when I heard her talk about this, I'm like, this is such a cheat code for so many people that they don't know about and they've never heard about. Biopsychosocial, if you want to know more, look it up online. There's so much information about it. But that podcast also talks a lot about different aspects of happiness and how to basically get to a happier life with what you have already, or look at what you have and change the things that are not working.